One of the great cards of professional wrestling will appear here in Philadelphia at the Philadelphia Spectrum. On Saturday night, June 26th, we shall see the spectacular 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal. And over the top rope will be the process of elimination, one by one. Bodies flying everywhere till there's one very lucky individual left in the ring, who will collect, by the way, no less than $10,000 for his efforts. But it'll be $10,000 well earned. The likes of the battle royal include the likes of the mammoth Blackjack Mulligan, Superfly, Jimmy Snuka, the Strongbow brothers, Jules and Jay, Ivan Putski, the Polish Power, Mr. USA, Tony Atlas. The list goes on and on and on, including, ladies and gentlemen, in this battle royal, of the 8 matches to follow, the return encounter held lumberjack style, as Bob Backlund defends the championship in this most unusual manner in the return matchup with Cowboy Bob Orton. A word with both gentlemen later. Right now, here comes the winner of the battle royal. Here comes Blackjack Mulligan, or so Fred Blassie would have us believe.
McMahon, when you've got the most vicious wrestler in the world in that battle royal, you've got the utmost of confidence, and this man has never let me down.
The biggest man in the battle royal. As a matter of fact, Blackjack Mulligan has more than anyone else in the battle royal, won more battle royals than anyone else. But I wonder, with that in mind, Mr. Mulligan,
he's got the biggest heart.
Could it be that 19 men scoop you up and throw you out numero uno?
No way. I like the way you say mammoth Blackjack Mulligan, because it's like I am the greatest, biggest, hugest, monstrous thing in the business today, because there once was another who has now traveled on, has retired, and won't even show his big, ugly face. We're talking about Andre the Giant, who is finished. 19 men can try to grab me and throw me out of that ring, but we are going to take that money in Philadelphia and throw a party. You get the beer and I'll get the potato chips, Freddie. That's all we've got to do. That's all that remains. We have no friends. It makes no difference to us who gets in front of us, because they'll go out. And we will be the winner of the Battle Royal.
Blackjack Mulligan in his commentary. But right now, our guest, the World Wrestling Federation champion, Bob Backlund. Here with us now, Mr. Backlund, who is still upset, justifiably, over the recent turn of events at the Spectrum in which you lost a match to Cowboy Bob Orton.
Yeah, Vince, I'm still a little bit upset, but I'm kind of happy, too, because we got this match signed. It's a lumberjack match. All the other wrestlers are going to be around that ring, and their only job is to pitch either one of us out, whether it's myself or whether it's Bob Orton.
Well, what happens now if Orton scoops you up, throws you out of the ring, and you happen to land in the hands of, say, Mr. Fuji and Mr. Saito? What happens?
Well, they're supposed to just pitch me right back into the ring, but they'll probably be putting in their share of the elbows in the wrong place, or the forearms in the wrong place. But, you know, what happens if I throw Orton out in the arms of Tony Gurria or Steve Travis or somebody like that? You know, they can put their elbows into it.
Well, my point is that the match could get real nasty.
Well, it's going to make it pretty darn interesting, I think, but it's going to serve its justice. You know, for a title match, I don't like these lumberjack matches, but they do serve their purpose. There is a rhyme and a reason for them, and Orton says he's going to get a belt back. This is the belt he's going to get back in that Spectrum. I'm going to have this around my neck to give to you in that lumberjack match, and you're going to find out where you're going to get it.
Bob Backlund's commentary, ladies and gentlemen. So apparently a surprise for our next guest, Mr. Orton, who will not be receiving the World Wrestling Federation Championship belt, but rather your own back, and perhaps your own around your throat.
Listen, if Bob Backlund's going to give that belt back to somebody, he's going to have to find the jerk of ringside that gave it to him in the first place. The belt I want is the WWF belt, baby, and I want to tell you something. With 20 men, big, huge, strong men standing around that ring, throwing you back to me, Backlund, every time you run and jump scared, well, I want to tell you, baby, it's nothing for me to beat you. I've got it all. Look at this beautiful tan. Bob Backlund, you're white as milk. You know why? Because you hide in the closet every day. You're afraid you're liable to run into me on the street or something. But I'll tell you, Daddy, you got to be in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. You got to be there. And when you come down there, you're going to get beat by me.